Hello, Galaxy. I'm Chris Pirillo, and I get Star Wars stuff. Obviously, just about every day. That may not be as obvious. I run into it everywhere. It's more like a casual saunter into it, but when I see Star Wars stuff that I want, I grab it. Whether or not I happen to be slurring my words at the time. I'm going to show you what I got today. Believe it or not, all this, one day, starting with Boba Fett from the Galaxy of Adventures. Now, this is a repack of Boba Fett. If it was just sitting on a store shelf, maybe $5 or the original retail price of around $10, I probably would have passed on it. But this Boba Fett was inside a baggied Boba Fett, still in the package that contains the mini comic. That's what the Galaxy Adventures series had. This was thrifted in a bag with a couple of other figures, like Fortnite figures that I think we already had. $3 total. And I ended up having a coupon that saved me 20%. So this Boba Fett basically cost me a couple of bucks. And $2 for a Boba Fett figure? Absolutely. I couldn't pass that up, considering it's still in the package. On the back it says, not for resale. So it was resold to me, just not on store shelves. On a thrifting shelf. Baggy of sorts. It was Boba Fett. Would you have passed it up for $2? I know there are some of you out there who would have, but come on. I'll find a place for him somewhere, and if not, I will open the Boba Fett. One other item that finally came in, despite us being just past the Life Day season, a bauble. A Yoda bauble. Not a bobblehead, a bauble. A ball. An ornament. I got an email from one of those websites that constantly sells Star Wars merch, and they said, hey, get 10 Star Wars baubles for $20. Like 10 for 20? That's like $2 a piece. That's pretty good. And that included shipping from overseas. So I'm getting baubles. This is like the 5th or 6th one that I got. They're still kind of trickling in. I'll be able to use them next year. These are good baubles from overseas. $2. Like, to me, that's like thrift store pricing. That's amazing. For a licensed product, brand new, in box. I'll take it out. I'll hang it. Can't have enough Star Wars ornaments. And they produce them frequently enough. I mean, I think pretty much all of our ornaments at this point are Star Wars. We may have a few candy canes, but even those are Star Wars. And yes, they have made Star Wars candy canes. If you're going to push, I will show them to you. Maybe not in this particular video, but they do exist. And then today was the release of the High Republic. This is a venture that Lucasfilm is setting out on that is like cross publications, comics and novels and manga and graphic novels. Like it's all written, or by and large written storytelling or visual storytelling when it comes to comics. Unfortunately, I really don't have a comic shop right now. So I went to one that was local-ish, and they didn't have the comic. I had to buy it digitally. I'm actually going to be talking about how I feel about the High Republic in another video. But while I was there, I realized, I need to backfill a few issues because my old comic shop went out of business despite being a virtual comic shop. After having been a physical comic shop, they're gone. So, like, my comic subscription just disappeared. It evaporated. And then I basically let it lapse. I just didn't keep up. Despite having pretty much every Marvel comic since they took the comic publishing back from Dark Horse and everything went canon. So I picked up these 3 somewhat recent issues in the current series of Star Wars comics. This is Star Wars Bounty Hunters, issue 8. This was missing from my collection, as well as a couple of others that I ended up getting online for like 40-50% off. This was full price at $4. And what I like about the way Marvel does it, as opposed to IDW, is that each particular issue comes with a free digital comic, which is great. And by the way, how I was able to read the High Republic comic today. I had to buy it digitally. But what sucks is that the price of this physical comic is with the free redeem code for the digital comic is the exact same price as the digital comic. Like, why would you spend on a virtual comic and get nothing, or instead of getting a physical comic for the same price and getting the digital version for free. You know what I'm saying? Sorry if I lost you there. So it makes way more sense to get the physical version. So I got issue number 8 of Bounty Hunters. I tend to let them stack up a bit before I catch up because I hate reading a comic once a month and then forgetting the story because like a zillion other things are happening in my life. It happens. So now that we're 8 issues deep, it'll be a good Saturday for me. I also picked up issue number 8 of Darth Vader. This is Darth Vader 2020. Because apparently they do that too. Like, despite it having the same series title, it's Darth Vader 2020. That was last year. Right now we're into 2021. So they had Darth Vader, but they had to restart the numbers all over again. So this is not Darth Vader 2019 or 2016, 8, or however many years they have rebooted Darth Vader, but that's maddening. I know why they do it, by the way. They do it because collectors love collecting things, and there will be variant covers, and everyone loves having a first issue, and everyone loves having a variant cover, so they're doing it. I'm not going to say for the right reasons, but they probably know their audience more than I do. Still, it's frustrating. I wish they titled these things differently, like Darth Vader, Death from Above, or something, so that you knew you had that arc, or you could buy a compendium, or the word I'm thinking of is algorithm. That's not the word. Almanac? No. Omnibus. That's the word I'm looking for. But those aren't as easy to track either. Comics, unfortunately, are not... I don't know how well the industry is doing, but I can tell you as a casual comic guy who does not have... Not a comic book guy. Worst video ever. As a casual comic reader guy who loves Star Wars, and maybe some other comics too... not as much, admittedly. It's difficult, it's challenging, especially when you don't have a store to walk into, at any given moment. And I never did growing up, which is sad for a completely different reason. This is Star Wars, titled Star Wars 2020, issue number 8. Did you notice a motif here, a theme, right? For some reason, I missed all the issues number 8. Which was strange to me. They were all 8? Huh. Okay. I love the back, too, because it's Lego. I'll take a Lego back. I want to build that. I just want to collect the minifigures. Yeah, I know. I'm a horrible Lego fan, too. So those are the comics I got today. Happy to pick those up, of course. And would pick them up, even if I wasn't doing a video. I'd be talking to a camera, even if I wasn't shooting something live to tape. It's just, I wouldn't be, never mind. The next thing I got was really for my daughter. I thought she'd get a kick out of this. A Padme Amidala paper doll book. This existed in the time frame of the prequels. There was another one that was done for the episode 1, Phantom Menace. This was from Attack of the Clones. She's already popped out all the dolls, the paper dolls. There's only one Anakin, though. What's interesting about this book is that it gives you some backstory, some behind the scenes of the costumes, very ornate, very decorative. But Anakin doesn't change into anything. Padme's got all the costumes. Anakin, he just did not luck out in this one. That was a little disappointing, but she's going to have fun. I'm glad we got it. At some point, what I may end up doing is laminating each one of these, each of the cutouts. One thing I wish they did with this book is they put the cutouts on different pages, because these pages just look weird with the costumes cut out. I feel that the costumes could have been on different pages. Maybe they were trying to save money by combining these things. It's just there's just these holes now that exist in this book. But she got some paper dolls today. And then the last thing I got, you're not going to believe this, and I've got part of it to prove it, not just the instructions. We got, on sale, 50% off the normal price, Star Wars foosball table. I like playing foosball. Who doesn't? But, who wants a regular foosball table when you know that a Star Wars foosball table exists? So, yeah, when I saw this go on sale, 50% off, I grabbed it. I knew it was a good price. So, right around $100 is what we got this for. And it was the last one in stock, brand new, in box. We've got to assemble it to this point. Just in case you didn't believe me, and I know you probably do, this is the table right here. That's the base part of the foosball experience. I've got it right here. It's for real. I'm not making it up. I'm not just saying it and holding up some instruction manual that I thrifted. We have to put it together. That's probably what I'm going to be doing after tonight's live video and this particular video recording. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing this Star Wars awesomeness with me. I love talking about this stuff. I love collecting this stuff. I love thrifting this stuff. I love finding this stuff. And hopefully you do just as much as I do. So if you do, let me know. Maybe I've missed something. There's not a lot out there that I've missed, but there's a chance that I've missed something. Take care. See you with our next Star Wars talk in another video that'll probably be published in another 2 minutes. That's a guess. Obviously, I'm not wearing a watch. No, I am. You just can't see it. May the Force be with you, always.